Yeah, look, I think probably like all kids that ended up going down the path I did of becoming a trainee, the start point of that was thinking you're going to be a great player and you love it, and I just loved it from the time I started playing, and I thought I'd be a great player. And happily I've forgotten how long it took me before I realised I wouldn't be, but at some point I realised I wouldn't be.
I think it probably just rubbed off. I think there was a golfing household and there was no resistance from Mum either, because she was a golfer, even though she didn't play much when my sister and I were kids. But yeah, it was a free pass to the golf course really, and luckily with Dad having worked at Twin Waters and Hope Island, I had access to amazing facilities. But I think the passion rubbed off and then was probably just nurtured.
When I grew up in golf and first became a pro, the club pro was the focal point of the club. If you went to a club you didn't know, you went to the pro shop. And in there was this guy who ran that business, and he probably had a couple of trainees, and he was passionate about golf, and he taught the members and he nurtured the members because it was his business, and he knew what the tournaments were going on. And that to me was what a PGA Pro was. And in the time, say to now for Adam, top level pro golf has become an incredible sport. And what it makes me realise is that all these facets of pro golf, the top touring pros and the club pro, they drive golf. That's where the trends come from. That's what the equipment is based on. That's where the tuition comes from. And I think it's really important that we try and elevate the status of that PGA member again. It's the pros that drive golf. It just is. Whether it's a top touring pro watching Adam on television or Dustin Johnson on television and seeing how they play and the shots they hit and the clubs they're using, or the pro at the club, they're the people that influence the game. Common sense. What do you think the average guy should do playing this sort of shot that he doesn't do?
Yeah, you have to be realistic with your expectations and the standard that you're at. And I would encourage everyone to work on their short game as an amateur. It's the easiest way to improve your score if that's your goal.
Under this PGA banner, there's two distinct groups that both share the passion. There's professional golfers and there's golf professionals. And what both those groups have is a passion for the game, and that's what we need to keep pushing out, whether it's to kids, new players, women, whatever. It's the passion of the game.
What we need to know is that there is trained professionals all around the country that have studied, that have gone through the apprenticeship for 3 years to learn their thing. We don't know that about everyone on YouTube.
We're lucky that there's all this information. I mean, it's good fun. It's part of the passion of the game, isn't it? Looking at all those things online. But at the end of the day, I think you need some cognitive input from that and being able to stand a few feet away from a guy that knows the game. And maybe he's just interpreting what you watched on YouTube and telling you why it's good or bad or whatever. That's all part of it. But there's nothing that'll replace standing next to an expert in golf who can help you.